Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Well, we've definitely had the winds of change blowing overnight and this morning here across the Beehive State. Take a look at some of these highest wind gusts we've seen, and this has really been since midnight. These numbers are basically going back to midnight, and you can see we've had many locations showing some wind gusts that have been well over 40, if not 50 miles per hour, including here in Salt Lake City. How about Moab with a wind gust closing in on 70 miles per hour early this morning? You'll hear that even while you're sleeping as those winds are howling out there. Even currently, we still have some winds gusting 20, 30, up to 40 miles per hour at times, and I think this will continue as we progress throughout the day. So be prepared for that. Hang on to those hats and know that you're going to have those gust of winds from time to time still blowing on through. Take a look at the temperatures. We are cooling down now into the 30s and 40s across most of the state. Now, these numbers are not frigid by any means, but of course, remember, yesterday afternoon, we were 1 degree shy of tying a record high at 61 degrees is what we hit. The record was 62 degrees, so it was quite warm. And yeah, that front came through, the winds beginning to shift, bringing in some of that colder air. Now, most of the precipitation has come to an end, but we are still seeing that snow falling across our northern mountains still. So if you've got travel plans heading up and over some of our mountain passes, canyon passes, just know all the way up and down our northern mountains, we're still seeing that snow. At times, we get a little burst of precipitation that moves back in across the valleys as well, and that's kind of a rain-snow mix, and we'll see that off and on throughout the rest of today. Now, I don't expect any significant accumulations in the valleys today. You'll just notice it from time to time pushing on through, and it'll be pretty showery in nature. But remember, we talked about a series of storms coming our way this week, and sure enough, this is just storm number one that's bringing us the wintry mix for us today. That storm moves out of here. Here comes storm number two, quickly diving in from the Gulf of Alaska as we go into your Wednesday. Now remember, that one's going to have much more colder air with it, and it's going to bring in a new surge of moisture. So it's going to give us the better potential of seeing some heavy snow for our mountains, but not just for the mountains. There could actually be a couple of bursts or periods of heavy snow even down to the valley floors as we go throughout your Wednesday. I'll show you that on Futurecast in just a moment. We'll kick that system out, get a little break on Thursday, and then, yes, a third system is still on target to move into the area by the time we get towards your Friday. And that one can bring us another round of some accumulating snow before hopefully high pressure gives us a little bit of a break just in time for the upcoming weekend before maybe more active weather next week. All right, here's Futurecast because we got to talk about today. Just again, mainly some mountain snow with some valley rain snow mixed showers redeveloping. And you'll see this as we go into this afternoon. But notice how showery in nature it looks on the map. So it's not going to be a widespread significant event for us for the rest of today. Now tonight, heading into your Wednesday, here comes storm number two rolling in. That's when we see that snow beginning to expand again across the state. And then notice that we've got these like little lines of blue showing up. So heading into your Wednesday morning commute, these little lines of blue, that's an indication where we could see some snow burst or some snow squalls moving through even portions of the valleys here for your Wednesday morning commute. So we've got to watch that closely because you get a snow squall that could produce a dump of snow in a very short period of time, which can quickly reduce visibilities while you're traveling, but also could lead to some quickly accumulating snow that could lead to some issues traveling as well. So we'll see that during the first half of your Wednesday. Then behind that system, we'll see off and on periods of snow showers through Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night. We get that break on Thursday, and then Thursday night into Friday, another round of potential accumulating snow moves in with that third system. So the end of the week looks to continue to be on the unsettled side. So a lot of alerts out there for us on the map here. Hard to go through all of them, but just know we've extended that winter storm warning into some of the valley areas from Enterprise, Cedar City, over towards Panguitch as well. So keep that in mind. Also notice we've got those winter storm warnings down up towards portions of Cache Valley over towards Logan and down towards the Wasatch back. But also you'll notice those winter weather advisories have been issued for Wednesday, and this is up and down the Wasatch Front along the I-15 corridor. So remember, you're going to be running into some travel issues, especially as we get towards your Wednesday. So let's tally it all up here for us over the next couple of days with those potential snowfall amounts. 1 to 3 feet potentially for most of the mountain locations. The Wasatch back, about 8 to 14 inches will be possible, with up to 6 to 12 inches along some of our benches and ridge tops as well. And again, along the Wasatch Front in the valleys. Potentially 2 to 5 inches of snowfall expected here. So again, yeah, it looks like a decent snow event for pretty much everyone to mostly see something. Even St. George could have a couple of snowflakes mixing in on your Wednesday. Mid-50s today, mid to upper 40s Wednesday. We'll stay in the 40s for the rest of the work week with a few more scattered showers potentially on your Friday. The Wasatch Front, a few rain and snow showers Tuesday. Get ready for accumulating snow, though, and maybe some travel issues on your Wednesday. We'll get a break Thursday and more accumulating snow possible for your Friday. Guys?